This program that Locust Trace started with the Kentucky Castle, the students run the 55-acre farm out here, and that includes everything, and it changes year to year. It actually changes week to week, but the big mainstay of our program is our half-acre organic garden. The chef actually makes the list of what he wants that year, and then we try to grow those things for him. In the 2 years past, our harvest has been around 4,500, 5,000 pounds of produce that we're sending down to the restaurant. We've already started, so we start like late April, 1st of May, and it runs through almost November 1st. So we're getting harvest for about 6 months, and we do that purposefully with succession plantings, and we double crop some cool season and warm season plants, and the students organize all that.
I've been taking classes at Locust Trace since my freshman year, and then I knew since the Castle program began that I wanted to take classes out here. Right now we're getting ready for the summer, and we're planting all the plants right now. We're transferring all the things from the greenhouse to come out here. So the greenhouse is also a big part. During the winter we plant all those seeds, and then we'll transfer all those plants over to the garden. There's also beehives. We have bees out here. There's lavender up at the front of the castle. We have chickens. We have all kinds of animals out here. There's horses. There's a lot of different things that are out here.
I started taking this class not just because I was interested in ag, but also my dad's kind of ended up being the go-between between Locust Trace and the castle. They were wanting to get a farm-to-table thing started. And he's like, well, I mean, if you want free labor, I know a couple people you can call. So he called Ms. DeMont, who's our principal, who we're also, pretty close with family, because she was the advisor for cow showing and I showed cows. It's an experimental thing. We're the only school in the state, as far as I know, that does anything like this. But there's not just the equine end of that. There's mechanics, there's greenhouse sciences, animal husbandry, ag sale, ag business. Vet and the equine are definitely the two biggest we have at Locust Trace. And this is kind of just an extra thing for seniors, although John David came as a junior.
So in the sophomore year, Locust Trace has started scheduling stuff. For my sophomore year was the first year this program was around. I had heard a little bit about it, but in the when we scheduled it, said landscape management and architecture kind of stuff. And so I went and I talked to the counselor about it, and I asked what it really was. And they were more in depth about it. She said, well, you come out to the castle and you help run the landscape, the mowing, and the garden. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I have my license already as a sophomore. I'm gonna see if I can come out. I already passed one of my career tests, and I had my license, so as a junior, I was allowed to come out here. I got lucky enough to be able to come out here again as a senior, and that is kind of how I got my start out here. Basically, we take care of the whole farm aspect of pretty much this whole area. We do out front of the castle, we do the garden, the chicken coop, and the greenhouse. So we take care of everything that we touch. Mowing, landscaping, keeping it clean, making it look nice.
My goal is to have every year's group have their stamp on this project out here. So my first year, it ended up being the mass planting of lavender that's in front of the castle. And there's about 225 lavender plants, and the students had to research it. They had to come up with a budget. They actually presented it like a project-based learning, like a PBL that we do in school, but they did it to the castle owners. And they came up with a plan, and then we implemented the plan. It's just different things. It exposes them to different things at kind of a critical point in their life where they're doing a lot of decision making from that senior year going into college and just seeing what else is out there. So I really commend Locust Trace and Fayette County for giving kids this opportunity to kind of think out of the box and have class out here and really kind of support their students in that way.